Welcome back to another episode of Lone Star College Football. It got me and Logan with you tonight. We're going to talk about the Baylor and Albany post game. They got to play on Saturday for the season opener. It was fun. It was big plays all over the field. It's just good to have college football back in general.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah. So with that being said, Logan, since you're our man representing the Baylor Bears, I'm gonna let you open this up and just tell us your initial thoughts on the game.
Man, I just want to start off with Blake Shapen. Played amazing, dude. 17 for 20. Took him out about midway through the third quarter. Man, he threw for 17 for 20. One of those was like first drive. I think it was just batted down at the line. One of them was a drop, and then another one was he just short armed a deep bomb to Quaylen Jones. He played great. There was one play that I really didn't like because if you do that against like BYU or the Big 12, it's going to be a pick. And it was in the first quarter. We were on the right hash, and he threw like a little lob pass over to the sideline on the left side. Now, with Albany not being as fast as other defenses, it really scared me. Um, don't do that during the during the season
Yeah.
because that's a pick six waiting to happen. But he threw for 214 yards, two touchdowns, zero interceptions. Just a little slight 85%. I mean, again, it is Albany, but I'm excited. I'm excited for this
Yeah.
offense. I think our
Yeah.
receivers, they really answered a lot of questions for me as far as speed, because that was a big concern for me that I really didn't talk about before. They were fast. A lot of the young guys ran their routes really hard, caught 50-50 balls. I mean, it's going to get harder during the season, but it was a good game. It, it calmed a little bit of my nerves. But now our young running backs like Richard Reese, that dude can run. Like, ooh, it was great, man. He had a long of 23, two touchdowns. He didn't play much until the fourth quarter, but just go out there in the second half and just go grab two touchdowns on 9 carries for 62 yards. It's not bad. Not bad.
No, not bad. Just to touch on Shapen real quick. Yeah, I was watching it and I got to watch part of the game. I didn't get to finish the whole game, and so I just watched the highlights for Baylor. And man, 17 of 20 is impressive, really, no matter who you're playing.
Yeah.
Uh, but like you said, it is going to get harder once. I mean, it gets harder next week. Y'all got BYU coming
Yeah,
up.
on Saturday.
Yeah, so it gets harder in general. But starting the season off with an 85% completion percentage and a touchdown ain't too bad. Or did he only have one touchdown?
No, I had two.
He had two touchdowns. And then I did put on here that one thing that was concerning for me was the two sacks.
Yeah.
He got sacked twice, and you get sacked twice against Albany, it kind of makes you cringe a little bit and wonder what could that mean? Was it maybe it was just the running back didn't pick it up. Maybe it was, just a bad communication on the line. It could be nothing,
Yeah,
but
one of
it
them.
could be something.
Yeah, one part of it was the right side of the offensive line had a tough time containing their defensive end, and then they brought down a really good linebacker. Actually, there's a couple people on that team that I think should transfer up. Just watching them how they
Yeah.
played against us, they played pretty good. Um, but yeah, he said it himself in the press conference after the game is that he was holding the ball a little bit too long, and that would have got rid of those two sacks. Just
Yeah.
trying to get back into the swing of things, going live game stuff. Man, he had one hit on a fake bootleg. He handed the ball off and like ran about 5 yards the other way, and out of nowhere, he turns his head, smack, dude. Like
That's scary.
it was bad.
Yeah, that's
Scared the
scary.
crap out of me. But yeah,
Uh,
he got up, smiled, everything, and then he said at the press that the dude was saying that he swore that he had the ball. He's like, dude, the running back is 10 yards down the field. But
yeah.
it was one
I
of those
mean,
things.
you get tunnel vision and you're looking at the quarterback. You think it's a bootleg, and you go get them. And you know what? The coach isn't mad at you. You did
Yeah.
your job. It's kind of one of those things they want you to be aggressive, and you were aggressive. I will say to add on the running back room, y'all had two running backs at over 6.9 yards per carry. Um, However, Squirrel wasn't one of them. I
Yeah, he
looked at
didn't
his
play
stats
much.
12. Well, he had 12 rushes, but only 45 yards. That's 3.8 a carry, which isn't bad. 3.8 isn't bad.
No, that's Tay. That's Tay. Squirrels, Craig. Craig
So
didn't
how
play
many did
much.
Squirrel have?
He had three
Oh,
for 13.
so is Tay y'all starter?
Um, I don't know. I think they're gonna come out with like that two-headed snake kind of thing, like we did last year between
So
them.
that's
He
Tay
didn't.
McWilliams or is that Tay Williams?
It's Tay McWilliams, and then Craig Williams is Squirrel.
Okay.
Squirrel came in and he scored the first touchdown after we brought the ball down the field. They just had a little quick pitch to him for like 6 yards or whatever.
Okay,
But
yeah. If Tay is y'all starter, then I have questions because for the starter to come in against Albany, who, let's be honest, is they're FCS and they're really just a glorified high school team, to come out and 12 carries for 45 yards, 3.8, which, like I said, 3.8 is not bad if that's over the course of a season. I mean, it's not amazing, it's not electrifying, but it's not
yeah,
bad. But his longest carry was 9 for no touchdowns. I don't believe. But the other two running backs came in late, third quarter, fourth quarter, played pretty good. Like I said, they both averaged over 6.9 yards per carry. But I was really impressed with Baldwin. Who's that? He's a
dude.
receiver.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
Monterey
he
Baldwin.
he's a very dynamic receiver. He had, I think, 4 catches for 84 receiving yards and a touchdown, as well as 2 rushes for 46 yards and another touchdown.
Yeah,
And I think he's going to be someone on y'all's offense who hopefully can step in and take over the productivity that y'all lost losing Tyquan Thornton.
yeah, dude. Watching him play was electric. That one of those uh rush attempts was like an end around, and dude, he just got on that edge and
Yeah.
gone. Um,
Yeah.
it was nasty. There was a there was a play that I believe. Just speaking on running backs, we had 7 touchdowns rushing,
Yeah.
7 rushing touchdowns. One of them was Kyron Jones, one was Blake Shapen, one for Craig Williams, Monterey Baldwin with a 50-yard touchdown. Quaylen Jones had one, and then freshman Richard Reese had two. Um, I saw Kyron Jones get out there and make some blocks, like as a it was on an option. I think it was to Richard Reese. He just went out there and he just started examining who was going to be the biggest threat. Took the safety, and then Richard Reese
Yeah.
outran the other dude. It was great. It scared me. I was like, "Oh, don't hurt yourself, please! Don't hurt yourself, please!" And it was fun. It was a good block. Kyron Jones played really good. Actually, he threw 5 for 7. He didn't pass the ball much. 100 yards, average 14.3, no touchdowns, no interceptions. That second half, they just really wanted to work on running the ball. The first half was pretty much get the passing game going, try to get a good connection with Blake Shapen and the receivers, which I think they did really good. I mean, he spread the ball out a lot. Ben Sims had 5 catches, 37 yards, no touchdowns. I think they really just wanted to work the younger guys. Armani only had 1 catch. They didn't target him much. I think they
How
wanted
many?
to
How many yards?
10.
Hey, it's his first. I mean, first career catch. That's not bad.
That makes me think that they're trying to wait on a lot of stuff for BYU, which is a good idea. I mean, if they
It's
see
not.
that they
Yeah.
like Armani and then they don't want to show everybody in the first game, then that
Yeah.
could be what's happening.
True. Well, why don't you tell us about y'all's defense? What'd you see from them? Because I've got a couple notes here.
I think our defense played great in the second half for sure after they made adjustments. The first half, I don't like how much their quarterback got out of the pocket. But I
Yeah.
think that was really just how our nose tackles, I feel like they were just trying to fill a gap, and then they lost that gap containment. And
Hmm.
then the pocket collapses, quarterback sees an easy hole to run through, gets like anywhere from 5 to 10 yards and slides. There was a couple times I thought their quarterback wasn't going to get up because he took some hits. He took
Yeah.
hits. I'm like, oh, dude, how is he walking? Um, so main thing, our corners, I think they played pretty good, really. I didn't see anything too crazy happen. on the DB side of it. I think we only had one pick, maybe, if I'm seeing that right.
No, so you I see I've got on here. I actually put the O's defense slacked. I thought the defense was slacking, not in the sense that they gave up too many points, but playing Albany, 2 sacks on the day,
Yeah.
one turnover, and it was a forced fumble from
Oh
senior
yeah, we didn't have
linebacker
any picks.
Bryson Jackson. Yeah, and no interceptions. And I was going, your bold predictions was 6 turnovers.
Yeah, I don't.
And I didn't
I
think you'd get
was.
6, but I was thinking good. Uh, like I said, it's not that they were slacking, that they're bad, but against an Albany team, I would have liked to have seen uh, maybe maybe 2 more sacks and a pick or two. Um,
Yeah.
but y'all did have a special teams touchdown, right? Didn't y'all have a punt return?
Yeah,
So
72
that kind of
yards.
goes, that's the other layer of defense, special teams kind of go together. So that helps pick that up as well.
Yeah, that
But
was our 6-year senior, Galvin Holmes.
Galvin Holmes, yeah. Well, y'all are going to Provo
Yep.
to play BYU. So man, I hope that defense can pick it up. I think y'all's offense will be fine, but BYU's no shrug off team. So I do hope y'all's defense, because if y'all go to Provo and only get 2 sacks and one forced fumble, uh
Yeah, I think our
I can
corners
see
are
that
going to be
being a
able to
long
step it up.
day.
Um, young guy Devin Lemire, that was that freshman that started at safety. Um,
How
he
do
had a
you
pretty
do?
good. He had a pretty good game. I mean, I don't think I saw too many breaks in coverage as far as like zones or anything.
Okay.
He was making open field tackles. Like he wasn't giving up any plays that concerned me really. Trying to see if I can find his exact stats. For some reason, I can't find them. But yeah, Bryson Jackson, he played really good too. Let me see if I can go over here. I think there was a lot of things that our linebackers did. I don't think we wanted to show any of our stunts as far as that's what makes me think we didn't get any sacks really compared to what we did last year. Was that we
Yeah.
didn't want to show any of our stunts or anything. That's what makes sense, anyways, because their offensive line wasn't good. They were big. They weren't good though.
Yeah.
Um, CCC. Yeah. Jackson Player and Gabe Hall combined for a sack, and then Alfonso Allen was a safety that got a sack. Where is this guy's name at? But anyways, I think our DB room actually played pretty good. Um, I think we held them to like 50% passing. I think it was like 13 for 26. Um, this is one of those things that is there's a lot of things that we got to work on. Yeah, 13 for 26, 150 yards, one touchdown, which isn't bad. I
Yeah.
don't like the 150
Yeah. It's
yards on
not.
13 catches, but
Yeah. I mean, that's low over 10 per reception. Yeah, it's not. It definitely isn't bad. Um, I don't know. It was also, I think you guys leading tackler only had 4 total tackles,
yeah, we got
which I
in
think
everybody
ours
that's
ours
gonna
had like
play to
8.
play. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got anything else to add on this one?
Um, I hope we can find the guys. Like defensively, I think that Dylan Doyle still needs to step up. Bryson Jackson can even help in that case. Like step up,
Yeah.
be a little bit more vocal. I heard that on a press release that I heard a while ago. Why is this playing? But it was talking about Dave Aranda pushing Blake Chapin and Monterey Baldwin. I mean, not Monterey Baldwin, Galvin Holmes and Dylan Doyle just to work on being more vocal. He said that's not really something that you can just make happen, but if you can kind of teach them a little bit or say, hey, these guys respect you a whole lot and everything, and just let them know that you're loved no matter what, like what's said
Yeah.
or anything, then that's all they need. So hopefully they can get to where they're still a little bit pushing it to where they're the guys like Jalen Petrie, Terrell Bernard. Um,
Yeah.
that's my main concern, especially on defense. I think our offense will be able to shape up. Um, I think I'm still pretty confident we'll have a good year.
Well,
Oh, oh,
we
also wanted to
go ahead.
throw in, I don't see much of a drop off when Kyron Jones comes in. If something happens to Blake, I think Kyron Jones will be great. He's not going to come in and play like Blake Shapen did last year. But
Yeah,
I think he'll still be pretty good.
he could probably manage
Yeah, I
the
think he'll be
game
able
and
to
let your O
manage.
line and running backs. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Well, y'all can find him at L Patterson _3. You can find me at Christian H _88. And you can find our channel on Twitter at Lone Star _CFB. Appreciate y'all.